For today's sketchbook, we are going to work on a drawing of some macaroons. Now, you do not have this worksheet, but you're going to recreate this in your sketchbook. So just use the reference photo that I have attached with this lesson of the macaroons. And then you're going to draw just in a square on the second page of your sketchbook. Again, if you don't have your sketchbook yet, that's okay. You can do this on another sheet of paper. So you will need a pencil, you will need a ballpoint pen or an ink pen, just like we used yesterday for the shading practice. And then you will need the reference photo to work with. So the first thing you're going to do is just lightly sketch out what you see on in the reference photo in your box or on your sketchbook page. So I'm just using a number 2 pencil and I'm lightly sketching out. Remember to look at the scale of what you're drawing when you are drawing from observation. You want it to line up, match up in your drawing as close as possible to what you're drawing from. I think it's funny because these kind of look like little hamburgers, but they are macaroons. After you get your drawing sketched out, then you're going to pick up your pen. And I started by just lightly going into the background. Now, I know that value is light, so I am not going to build up the value very much. I'm just laying down some ink to get started, and then I'm going to work around my drawing. So you need to look at the different parts of the image. Notice where you have white, notice where you have really dark gray, notice where you have black in the image, and you're going to build up from there. Remember, we are not outlining, we are using scribbles the entire time. You can create your your border with your scribbles and then fill in. Take your time. Try and really match the values to the left or in your reference photo. Remember that you can't make something, if you go too dark, you can't make it lighter. But if you go light, you can always make it a little bit darker. So don't be too heavy with the ink to begin with, because you can always go back and fill in. So I'm going to show you the whole process that I took to get my finished piece. And this is what you need to complete for today. You will also need to start thinking about what you would use for your final project for the controlled scribbles. You are going to either use a reference photo that I have given you of food on a plate, or you can take your own picture of food on a decorative plate, and then we are going to draw from that image. So start thinking about that. If you have questions about an image that you have, then you can ask me. And if you have any questions about this assignment, please reach out by email or on Google Classroom or on Remind. Remember that even if you don't have your sketchbook yet, you can still complete this project as long as you have a pen and a piece of paper. So I do want you to go ahead and get the practice in. Once you have completed this practice, then you're going to take a picture of it and you are going to upload that to the assignment on Google Classroom.